fear. And I know you're afraid. The bad guy doesn't wear a trench coat anymore. He shops at Abercrombie & Fitch. He wears a priest collar or your grandfather's cologne. His beady eyes have been replaced by deep blue sapphires set on a face that warms you when he smiles right. He doesn't lure you with candy. He buys you dinner and correctly orders wine in French. The crime scene is not an alley, but the couch in the den, your uncle's basement, the parking lot at the mall. If everywhere is dangerous, then nowhere is safe, and you're afraid. I get it. There is a moment for all of us that hits our glass lungs with a hammer, an internal smashing, and afterwards, nothing is the same. The fear, the innocence is stuffed beneath a box in the innocence is stuffed in a box beneath the Little League trophies, and now nothing is ever safe first. It first has to prove it won't hurt you. I understand. But see, now taking out the garbage is an act of bravery. Going to the grocery store, that's no small task. The farmer's market is now a war zone, and your fear hides behind a mask. And I tell you this, fear, it doesn't end, it subsides if you force yourself to the other side. See, surviving is not a passive act. You have to do it. Buses and trains are filled with non-survivors. You didn't survive Katrina because you were alive when it ended. You survived when you rebuilt, when the porch light came back on and you closed your eyes to breathe, when the music played through an open window and you gave your hips permission to sway again. Smell that roux thickening on the stove, butter and flour, baby. It is okay to get comfortable. We're home. See, we stand in line at the grocery store every day with people who have yet to survive until you can stand naked in front of a mirror without crying then. And you don't tense up when the person that you love most slips beside you in bed then, and your thigh is no longer freshly cut with tallies that mark each passing day then, and you no longer blame yourself for what someone else did. Until then, you have not survived. See, we are born into an ocean, so every once in a while a wave is going to come along and knock you on your back, and when it does, you either stand up tall or you lie flat. But however you choose to react, the ocean, it's not waiting. The next wave is already on its way. Getting up starts while you're down. Move or drown. There should be more to life than protecting it. Part 3. Shame. One story that we don't tell has become legend. And the legend goes like this. A slave woman named Isabella endures a life of hardship and pain, slavery and rape, enough to break anyone, but she doesn't break. She remakes herself in her own image, and like becoming a princess, she becomes Sojourner Truth. She travels the countryside speaking out, trying not to hear the men who shout that she's too big, too strong. You can't be a woman. And one day, before God and all these men, she unbuttons her shirt willfully, laid bare her breasts, and declared, "This is not my shame. This shame is yours." Damn. See, we tell our kids the wrong stories. We give them the wrong heroes. We are afraid to tell them the Sojourner Truth, and most likely afraid to hear it for ourselves. My best friends have between them 7 beautiful babies, ranging in age from 3 months to 6 years, each of them built of miracle bones, the skin that covers them my own. You see, cut them and I bleed. This is my definition of village. So, I have 7 babies. Should I never have one of my own? So we are not alone, but with each other. So our life extends out of us and into another, so that you are my brother and you are the child of a collective of mothers, and we all of us stand together. And if that's true, then what I tell them, I tell you. I tell them, never let me see you with your head down. The way thirsty throats react to cold water, your smile is that to me. You forget yourself at my peril. And I don't know how to hold you so well the wrong people don't, or surround you so completely that statistics can't touch you. If 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys is sexually assaulted before age 18, and in the US it happens to a woman every 2 minutes, then I can't promise you it won't be you. So I say this. I don't blame my dad for his cancer. I don't blame my brother for his alcoholism. I don't blame a baby for her blood type and your rape. It's not your fault. So if you are hurt, I want to hear about it. If you heal, I want to cheer about it. If you are attacked, your back will be like my best idea. I will have it. Believe me when I say this, because it is the sojourner truth. Your name means perfect in the language of your parents, and as sure as perfect is your name. If you talk, I will listen, and I will love you without blame. This guilt does not belong to you, so do not lay claim. This is not your shame.